Did you know that statistics show 1 in 4 people are at risk of falling by age 65? According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, more than 3 million older adults are treated in emergency rooms each year due to fall-related injuries. In this video, I'll show you how to prevent falls and share practical steps you can take every day to stay safe and confident on your feet. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, more than 3 million older adults are treated in emergency rooms each year due to fall-related injuries. And in many cases, it's not what you're doing that causes the fall, it's how you're doing it, especially when walking. Top physical therapists say the most common culprits are often the simplest things: wobbling instead of stepping, not lifting your knees, forgetting to swing your arms, or letting your posture slump forward. You're not exactly limping. It's more like we're slowly losing connection with our bodies, as if we're just dragging ourselves through the motions of daily life. But over time, they reduce your balance, limit your range of motion, and make your brain less engaged in the act of walking. That means your body becomes more reactive and less prepared. But the good news is, you can retrain your body to move with better balance, more grace, and greater control, no matter your age. Imagine yourself as a tall, graceful tree. Your feet, like strong and healthy roots, gently and firmly sink into the earth. Your spine reaches upward like a solid, sturdy trunk. And your shoulders? They're like soft branches stretching toward the sky. Now, feel a light, invisible string lifting gently from the top of your head. It doesn't tug, it simply lifts and realigns. A gentle reminder to your body that it still knows how to stand tall. Because when you carry yourself with even a little bit of intention, your body responds. Good posture doesn't mean standing like a soldier. It's not about perfection or trying to look younger. It's about balance, control, and confidence. Your posture controls your center of gravity. And when that center shifts too far forward, it's like walking with a stack of plates on a wobbly tray. Every step becomes a gamble. I'll never forget my dear friend Rose. She was a retired ballet dancer, and her movements were always full of grace. But what stuck with me wasn't her elegance. It was something she said one afternoon over tea. She told me it wasn't just about looking graceful. It was about feeling steady. She wasn't talking about dancing. She was talking about life. When we slouch, even just a little, our bodies lose their anchor. The head tips forward, the back curves, the shoulders collapse. Suddenly, your balance isn't working for you. It's working against you. But when you realign, even just slightly, you start to feel the difference. You're not fighting gravity, you're moving with it. Poor posture chips away at your stability, inch by inch. It doesn't scream for attention. It doesn't reveal itself. It just accumulates. Until one day, you step off a curb or reach for a shelf, and your body isn't ready. That's when the fall happens. But you can remind your body of what it already knows. Start with small things. Stand a little taller than you did yesterday. Drop your shoulders, lift your chin, ground your feet. Then, take a deep breath. Each of these may seem simple, but together, they lay the foundation for stronger, safer movement. So before we talk about your arms, your steps, your shoes, let's begin right here. Next, we'll dive into one of the most overlooked parts of walking, your arms. Why do they matter more than you think? And how they can instantly improve your balance. But before we get into that, I have a quick 10-second favor for anyone listening. If you can support me in any way, just tap the notification bell and hit the subscribe button. It means the world. It helps this channel so much. And if you do that for me, I promise my team, and I will do everything we can to make this show even better for you. Deal? All right then, let's explore what's next. Keeping your upper and lower body in sync is one of the main ways to lower your risk of falling as we get older. This isn't just a tip. It's actually how your body is designed to move, smoothly and in harmony. Picture yourself as the conductor of an orchestra. Your chest is open. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your arms are swinging in rhythm with your steps. You're not rushing. You're not dragging your feet. You're in tune with yourself. That's what healthy walking looks like. Not stiff, not robotic, but intentional and free. Let me tell you about someone who helped me understand this on a deeper level. Mr. Thompson was a kind gentleman I met a few years ago. In his late 70s, he was always polite, always sharply dressed. But when he walked, he was stiff. His arms barely moved, almost like he was marching down the street. And without realizing it, he had taken away one of his body's best balance tools. I suggested he try swinging his arms, not in an exaggerated way, just naturally, opposite to his legs. Within just a few minutes, his stride became smoother. He looked more stable, lighter on his feet, and even more confident. Afterward, he told me he felt like he didn't have to fight against his body anymore. It was one small adjustment that completely changed how he moved and how he felt moving. It's kind of like how a tightrope walker uses a pole to stay balanced. When your right foot steps forward, your left arm swings forward to help keep you steady and vice versa. That natural rhythm keeps your core engaged and your body balanced. So, if you catch yourself walking with both hands in your pockets, or carrying a bag on just one side, or simply forgetting to move your arms, that's your sign to switch it up. And now, let's talk about something that might seem small, but could make the biggest difference in preventing falls. The way our feet and legs move. Before we dive into that, go ahead and comment 3 so I know you're still listening. Let's talk about something that might seem small, but could make the biggest difference in preventing falls. That toe-first strike shortens your step and lowers your foot clearance. According to the National Institute on Aging, toe shuffling is a common contributor to trip and fall incidents in older adults because the foot doesn't clear the ground properly, especially on uneven surfaces or rugs. The safest, steadiest stride begins when your heel touches down first. Then your foot gently rolls forward until your toes lift off. This movement creates a smooth, steady rhythm that supports your balance and control. Let me tell you about Mrs. Johnson. She's a wonderful woman in her 70s, sharp, thoughtful, always careful. In fact, that was part of the problem. She thought she was being safe by taking very small, cautious steps. But in doing so, she started shuffling. Her feet barely lifted, and she landed on her toes instead of her heels. At first, it seemed fine, until one day, she stumbled in her own living room. We worked together to change just one thing, the way she stepped. She practiced placing her heel down first, letting her foot roll forward smoothly. Over time, her walk became more fluid. Her balance improved. Most of all, she felt safer. That's the difference between leading with your heel and landing on your toes. One gives you power. The other takes it away. Walking isn't just a way to get from one place to another. It's a deeply personal experience. Every step you take is a step toward maintaining your independence, health, and peace of mind. It's about making small adjustments, like paying attention to your posture, letting your arms swing naturally, and stepping with confidence. These shifts, though subtle, can make a huge difference in how you feel and how firmly you stand in the face of life's challenges. If you're still watching this video and these lessons resonate with you, please leave a comment below to let me know you're still here with me. Walking, truly walking, isn't just about putting one foot in front of the other. It's about balance. Think of it like a seesaw. Imagine you're walking through a wide open field of tall grass, the blades swaying gently in the breeze. The ground beneath your feet feels soft, but every step you take has meaning. With each time your heel touches down, your foot lifts just high enough to rise above the grass, confidently carrying you over whatever obstacles might trip you up. But the moment you shift and land on the ball of your foot first, something changes. Suddenly, you feel unsteady, like you've lost your confident rhythm, like your step isn't fully connected to the ground beneath you. When one side lowers, the other side rises. That's how your weight moves smoothly from one leg to the other. But here's something important. If that shift doesn't happen, or if it happens the wrong way, things start to go off. I once worked with Mr. Peterson, a strong-willed gentleman who believed that walking with his feet wide apart would help him feel more stable. He told me that this stance made him feel safer. But the truth is, that posture actually prevented his weight from shifting properly. Instead of moving forward in balance, he got stuck. His body couldn't adapt quickly when the ground changed underneath him. He was less stable, not more, and he didn't even realize it until we made one small change. We had him try walking with his feet parallel, placing one foot directly in front of the other, like he was walking on a balance beam. At first, he wobbled. It felt strange. But after a few minutes, something shifted, literally and figuratively. He felt his core muscles activate, his hips realigned, his mind focused. He felt like he could truly take control of himself again. Here's the truth. When you walk, your body needs to shift your weight from one leg to the other. That weight transfer helps keep your center of gravity aligned over your base leg. That's absolutely essential for balance. Many older adults start to lose this motion, either out of habit or out of fear. They take shorter steps. They widen their stance to feel safe. But in doing that, they trade balance for comfort. Instead, when you bring your steps in closer, you create a more stable, better controlled foundation. It gives you the agility to respond in an instant, as if you're ready for whatever the road might throw your way. That's how you build balance, not just in movement, but in life. In the next chapter, we'll move from theory to practice. You'll learn 3 simple walking exercises. No equipment, no gym required, just a few minutes a day to retrain your body and strengthen your balance. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Imagine you're walking along a quiet sandy beach, and with every step, your heel presses into the soft sand, leaving a clear footprint behind. Walking isn't just about staying in motion, it's about purposeful movement. Every single step, every weight shift, every motion is intentional. In fact, these are 3 simple exercises based on physical therapy techniques recommended by the National Institute on Aging that you can do right at home, even in your living room. First, start by slowly walking across the floor. Focus on letting your heel touch the ground first, then slowly roll through the middle of your foot all the way to your toes. Notice how each part of your foot connects with the floor, Do this for 10 to 15 steps in one direction, then turn around and walk back. Next, find something to gently hold onto, like a countertop, a sturdy chair, or a wall. Stand up tall. Now, lift one foot off the ground and balance on the other, like a flamingo. Start by holding that position for about 5 to 10 seconds per leg, then switch sides. As you get more comfortable, gradually increase to 30 seconds per leg. This exercise strengthens your ankles, improves leg control, and boosts your body awareness. All essential skills to help you stay balanced if you start to tip. When you feel steady, try closing your eyes for just 1 or 2 seconds. That adds a gentle challenge to your balance system. Finally, imagine you're walking along a narrow balance beam or a tightrope. Step forward by placing your heel directly in front of your toes with each step. Walk slowly, paying close attention to your alignment and posture. Your core muscles will naturally engage. Your focus will sharpen, and your steps will become steadier and more controlled. If you feel unsteady, walk along a wall or down a hallway, letting your fingertips gently touch the surface for support. Just 5 minutes a day, even if you break it into shorter sessions, can make a big difference. As physical therapist, Dr. Leslie Kernison has pointed out in her advice on fall prevention, practicing balance regularly in short bursts is more effective than doing long sessions less often. Next, we'll talk about helpful tools like canes and walkers, and why choosing to use them isn't a sign of weakness, but actually a smart and empowering move. Yes, we'll talk about supportive tools like walking sticks and walkers, and why opting to use them is not a sign of frailty, but a thoughtful, wise decision. Let's talk about something that makes a lot of people uncomfortable: using a cane or a walker. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. I'm not that old. I don't need help. Using a cane makes me look weak. But let me offer you a different perspective, one that might just change how you feel about it. You're not weak for using a cane. You're wise. Because strength isn't about pushing through at all costs. It's about knowing when to use the right tool to support your journey. Picture this. You're on a beautiful hike through the mountains. The air is crisp. The views are breathtaking. But the trail? It's rough, rocky, and a little unpredictable. Would you hesitate to grab a sturdy walking stick to help you enjoy that hike? Of course not. A walking stick doesn't make the hike any less meaningful. It makes it doable, more enjoyable, and safer. The journey of aging is no different. A cane or a walker isn't a sign that you're giving up. It's a sign that you're showing up, prepared and empowered. Too often, people resist these tools because we've been taught to associate support with weakness. But the truth is, support is strength. When you use the right tool, you're not moving away from independence, you're moving toward it. You're choosing freedom, safety, and peace of mind. Remember the joy of a relaxed stroll through your favorite park? The sun warming your face? The quiet satisfaction of walking without fear of falling? Those aren't just memories. They can be your reality. With the right mindset and maybe the right tool in your hand. Because when you walk with a cane, a walker, or any other support, you're not being held back. You're moving forward with confidence. Every step you take with support is a step toward independence, not away from it. Next up, we'll take a look at your environment and how the layout of your home might be quietly working against you. Think of it like setting the stage. If the backdrop is cluttered, the performance can suffer. So let's set your stage so you can walk safely and confidently. You won't want to miss it. Let me tell you a story about my neighbor, Mr. Davis. He's a passionate gardener, one of those folks whose backyard looks like it was taken straight out of a magazine. Roses, tomatoes, sunflowers, you name it, he's grown it. But even though it's beautiful, there was a hidden danger. Every time he walked through his garden, he'd trip over a hose or a misplaced rake or a bunch of tools left lying around. I couldn't stand seeing an older gentleman stumble so often, so I offered to help him tidy up the mess. We rerouted the hoses, organized everything, and put every single thing in its proper place. When we were done, I watched him stroll through his garden without interruption for the very first time. After that, Mr. Davis didn't trip over anything on the paths of his favorite garden anymore. In the same way, your environment should be set up to support your daily routines, whether that's getting dressed, cooking breakfast, or walking to the mailbox. Obstacles don't have to be big to be dangerous. Sometimes, it's the smallest things that turn out to be the biggest risks. So make sure your home stays neat and clutter-free, with nothing blocking your way, and plenty of light that's easy on your eyes. These changes aren't meant to make your home look different. They're meant to make your home feel safer, more supportive, like it's working with you, not against you. Because when your space is set up the right way, you can move through it with confidence. And confidence is what keeps you going, not just physically, but emotionally too. In the final chapter, we'll talk about something that most fall prevention advice tends to miss: your mind, your mood, and your overall well-being. Because staying safe from falls isn't just about your body, it's about all of you. Stick around for one of the most important lessons yet. Strong legs alone won't protect you. If your mind is anxious, your sleep is poor, or your body is running on empty, you're more likely to stumble, both physically and emotionally. Your bones and muscles rely on calcium and vitamin D to stay strong. Without them, your risk of bone loss and fractures increases, even from minor falls. Pair calcium-rich meals with light movement to help your body absorb and use the nutrients effectively. Do you know this? Sleep isn't just rest, it's repair. When you're sleep deprived, your reflexes slow, your judgment clouds, and your energy dips. That makes falls more likely. Hydration is just as important, so drink water throughout the day, not just when you're thirsty. Stress, anxiety, and depression can lead to hesitation, poor coordination, and even a reduced sense of balance. But the opposite is also true. A calm, focused mind can ground you, even when the world feels shaky. Simple practices like deep breathing, gentle meditation, or mindfulness walks can help you feel centered. Even just a few minutes a day can sharpen your mental clarity and restore your confidence. You see, fall prevention is more than just avoiding accidents. It's about choosing to live fully body, mind, and spirit. You deserve to feel strong. You deserve to feel steady. And most of all, you deserve to feel proud of every step you take. Because every mindful step you take is a step toward freedom, longevity, and joy. In our final chapter, we'll bring it all together with one powerful message to keep in your heart every time you walk. And if you've made it this far, thank you. Your presence here shows commitment. And that alone is a step toward transformation. Let's take a moment to reflect together. You've made it through each part of this journey, from recognizing risky walking habits to reclaiming your balance, posture, and confidence. And here's the truth. Every step you take now is a victory, a declaration that you're still moving forward, that you're still living fully. Just remember this: you have the power to walk safely, confidently, and proudly, no matter your age. And if this video made a difference for you, please share it with someone you care about. You never know who might need a little encouragement to take their next step with confidence. Whether you're working on balance, posture, or mindset, you are not standing still. You're moving forward, one empowered step at a time. Let that be your next step. We're not stopping here. There's so much more to explore: nutrition, mobility tips, safe home exercises, and more inspiration for living your best life at any age. So make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell so you don't miss what's next. We're building something beautiful here, a movement of movement, and I want you to be part of it. Until next time, keep moving, keep growing, and never stop stepping forward. Thanks for watching Wise Advice Elder, where we share wisdom, life lessons, and relationship advice from those who've truly experienced it all. Subscribe now for more insightful content